Thank you very much and good afternoon. So today we are reporting on 3 reporting periods since Friday. And between Friday and Saturday, we had 10 new people test positive for COVID-19 in British Columbia. From Saturday to Sunday, an additional 14 people tested positive. And then over the past day, we had an additional 2 people test positive, giving us 26 new test positive cases since Friday, bringing our total in British Columbia to 2,904 people with COVID-19. That includes 979 people in the Vancouver Coastal Health Region, 1,529 in the Fraser Health Region, 131 people in Vancouver Island Health Region, 200 people in Interior Health, and 65 people in Northern Health. We have no new health care related outbreaks, leaving us 6 active outbreaks now, 5 in long-term care and 1 in acute care. We have had additional residents test positive for COVID-19 over the past 3 days, bringing our total to 386 residents of long-term care and 229 staff people who have tested positive. We have had 1 new exposure event, which was released on the weekend at Brandy's Exotic Show Lounge in the Vancouver Coastal Health Region. Public health teams are actively contact tracing, and several close contacts are in isolation. There were 3 individuals who tested positive related to that exposure event, and because we have not been able to directly contact all of the people who might have been at Brandy's, public notification was put out on the weekend. So anybody who was at the premises the late night on June 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. may have been exposed and are asked to monitor themselves closely for symptoms. We are at a point now where people are in the incubation period, may start showing symptoms of this virus, and they need to contact 811 or call local public health immediately so that testing can be arranged. The other outbreak that we've had recently, one of the other ones, the Beresford Warming Centre, has now been declared over with no additional cases. We continue to monitor and support at remaining community locations. So that leaves us with 153 active cases here in British Columbia, of whom 18 are now in hospital and 5 people in critical care or ICU. We have had no new deaths since Friday, and we now have 2,577 people who have fully recovered. As we move into this phase of our restart plan, we must remember that COVID-19 remains a risk for everyone. Even though our new cases are low, we need to keep it there. As we gradually transition, we need to remain vigilant. We need to remember that we need to minimize, we need to manage the cases that we do have, and we need to modify our activities to make sure we're not putting our community at risk. A key part of our efforts to contain the spread is for all of us to support these contact tracing efforts, and by keeping our numbers of contacts, our bubbles, small, and by paying attention to where we go and who we are seeing. It is a team effort that we need to continue together in BC. In this most recent exposure event, public health teams issued a public alert because we were not able to reach all of those who were in the premises and may be at risk. One slip is all we need to cause a significant rebound, and we have seen that happen in jurisdictions around us. And that is something we have all been working hard to avoid. We have established clear rules for our safe social interactions that apply to everyone. These foundational rules allow us to increase our time with others, to restart many businesses, and most importantly, to stay safe while doing that. We have flattened our curve here in BC, and to be successful and weather this storm, everyone needs to continue to do their part, whether we're at home, at work, or traveling. And we want to be absolutely clear. We can't afford to have exceptions or half measures. Businesses need to be aware that you are responsible for keeping your employees and your patrons safe, and you could be liable if appropriate precautions are not taken to protect people when they're in your work. Visitors from other parts of Canada or even within the province, you need to stay home if you're not well, and don't come if you're not well. Those are things that are important for all of us so that we're not having events that expose people, particularly people who are more susceptible to severe illness or death from COVID-19. This is part of our respectful travel and part of our travel manners that we all need to follow, whether it's in BC or whether we're going elsewhere in Canada. Now is not the time to travel with any symptoms of COVID-19. So as Phase 3 allows for more types of activities, how we interact with each other doesn't change. No matter what your summer plans may entail and where you go, where you're from, be respectful of others by doing your part. We have to remember when this virus is anywhere, the risk is everywhere. The risk is to all of us. So let's continue to show that kindness and respect that have gotten us this far in this province and remain 100% committed to our efforts to stop this virus here. And we also need to remember, of course, to continue to be kind and to be calm and to be safe.